Ba. Hey y'all, what is going on? Let's switch on over. Uh-oh. I forgot to do any setup at all. Don't mind me, chat. We're just gonna do the pre-stream correction stream. Because I forgot to switch everything over. Ignore... let's get the video on at least. Blorg. And... you might want to hear it too. Blorg. Okay. Now actually, for realsies, how's everybody doing? It's been extremely too long since I have played Metaphor. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Okay. Hey all. It's been a little bit. I haven't played Metaphor since the last time I streamed it, so we're just gonna get in there. Fuck it. It's been a weird 2 weeks. And it's crazy, it's been 2 fucking weeks since I last streamed. It's fucked up. Someone should hold me accountable for that. I certainly can't. Okay, if I'm remembering, we just finished the first dungeon, and I think Hulkenberg wanted to hang out. Quickly while I distract myself from this. Alright, let's see. Oh, we do also have all that equipment that's cursed. We should probably go get uncursed. Fiasco's been dealt with already? Yes.
Oh, I am grateful. Why that? All right then.
I do also have the fast travel, so we might as well do that. Purify the items. We got money, fuck it. We're gonna purify literally everything. Now I get the... oh wait, yeah, no, so I don't know if it popped up on screen, but the achievement for purifying a piece of equipment popped up, and I'm like, didn't I do that already? And yes, I did back in the demo. Let's see. So, Graves, Demon Slayer. Increases damage against demi-human type monsters. Fucking may as well get that out of the way, right? So, let's see. Still have these 3 chuckle pucks. And we've unlocked a fair few things, but we're still pretty low out. So, I know that it mentioned that Hulkenberg was wanting to hang out, so we should probably find her.
That reminds me.
We do also need to do that request that Brigitte gave us.
Hmm?
Yes. Oh man, that's cool. Okay. But okay, I could hang out with either of them. I know we've got a couple of days because we tanked through the first dungeon on day 1, or day 3, but the first day that we could do it. Let's find Hulkenberg. I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk to her. We should talk now. Yo, Brandon. Good to see you. Yeah, I decided, fuck it. More metaphor, because I literally haven't played since the last time we streamed. And I need it. I need it.
Hail! The truth is...
Lily, I felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hope I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if you were me? If I were you?
I see.
Sound enough, and thus occupied with your exertions, your mind is cleared of distraction. Then how about it? How would you like to train in swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. This is a fine opportunity to start you in formal training.
All right.
Oh, hey, Autumn. I actually got the notification this time. Nice. I am glad that the technology works. It's nice when Twitch is, like, functioning and
All right.
doing what it should. I look to OBS, seeing I've dropped 15% of my frames. I'm just going to ignore that. Fine balanced weapon. No, 'tis for training only, but you'd never know it from the grip and swing. 'Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I had just become a Royal Guardswoman myself. It was not long after joining I was assigned to the prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger then. I was younger even than you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost, yet despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was better. Sounds like a worthy opponent.
Well,
Oh, that was the good answer. I could tell because of that P5 you answered correctly noise. How was the day? The day was good. I got some work done. I got some class work done. How's y'all's day? Thought I'd give myself a little treat and play more metaphor. I always swore we'd become royal knights, worthy of the title, and rise to the height of the order. We'd be champions.
surely you jest.
Gods above, Hulkenberg, is that truly you? So it is you. You've returned.
Tenth?
What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the selfsame man. Where's the button? Up.
Nice to meet you.
I see. You truly have changed, Hulkenberg. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge in the company of this elder brat, you once a proud member of the knighthood? Oh, great. Isn't it fun when you find out your old friends are horrendously racist?
Absurd.
I suppose it attracts like attracts like. The dirt's suits a fallen knight. What? Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Yes.
Commander. While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. So I see. And you? Clearly you've given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursued a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in that order.
Whoops.
Ah, of course. When you couldn't even save the prince any dignity you had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? Preparing his homework and can't wait for Thanksgiving break. Yeah, I may have gone out of my way to do next week's classwork now. So I'm a little more tired, but I'm looking forward to at least a couple of days where I don't have to worry about, oh, did I submit this thing in time? How dare! Choose your words with care. No need, I have nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg.
Sorry.
My apologize. My apologies. I'm sorry you had to see that. Are you okay?
Listen,
Just kind to ask. I do understand his anger. It was by my choice that our promised paths diverged, after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now. I can sense Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust.
I have not the luxury of regret.
Reduces the mad cost of studying the Knight lineage. I wish I knew that before I studied the Knight lineage.
Pardon
What
me.
is this game? Oh, so Autumn, this is Metaphor Fantasio. This is from the devs who did Persona 3, 4, 5, onward. The remix Persona 3 and Persona 5 Royal as well. It's the same core concept of the standardized mechanics of Persona and the Shin Megami Tensei games, which are made by the same team, and put into a fantasy setting, which is kind of like super on the nose, but in the best way. Instead of personas, you have archetypes. So you, like, literally, Hulkenberg is the archetypical knight. The formation of her, like, driving ego is the archetypical knight. So she's a knight by nature, but because you're within this team, you can embrace archetypes other than what, you know, you represent within your own self and actions. And most people don't even have access to the power that is the archetypes.
Very well.
It's very much like personas from Persona, or stands from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. 'Twill take an unsparing regimen indeed to purge this distraction. But other than that, it is a sick as fuck, pretty intense turn-based RPG. If you played SMT, if you played Persona, then you're right there. It's just in a very different setting, but that gives them a little more freedom to expand outward in theme and tone.
That reminds me. Oh, hey!
Sail on Idol's Day. What day is it?
what now?
But similar to Persona, it operates on Church's lag today. Yeah, that might also be me. My fucking connection's shit right now. Dropping frames like crazy. Should actually
What
take a
now?
look at- see what the fuck is going on. Close all those background processes. Alright, I'm gonna try to ignore it. Hopefully it'll get better. But yeah, so much like Persona, everything is based on a calendar system. There's a certain amount of time before someone is elected by popular consideration to be king, because that is the dying wish and magic of the prior king. Other than that, just sick-ass RPG, and, you know, it leans into certain tropes, but then kind of evolves with, you know, subverting the expectation that those tropes build up. Let's see. Okay.
Amazing.
So now we're in the night portion, so I have no idea what we can go do.
Fancy a bit of info?
And apparently I was told by all information from the information informants. Learn about enemies in Bulgaria corridor.
One in on
Item on
this.
discount. told you about Belega Corridor. That place may still harbor some treasure, since not many know about it. However, word has it that deep within is a grotesque Guptaurus, a giant two-legged beast brandishing an axe. Oh yeah, that's the optional thing we were supposed to go do. It hates anyone who uses a staff or a mace, so we knew that ahead of time. I recommend piercing attacks with a spear or some sort. It's weak
Just
to
between us.
If you can't, then you want to simply guard. Defending won't help you to escape, but you may just be able to survive the onslaught. So the game is literally telling us, hey, it's a DPS race. Don't bring in the thing that that is weak to this thing. A lot of goblins there. Those behave more or less the same. If you want to fight them off, use swords and spears. When he says stabs or maces, does he mean mage and healer? I guess we should switch it up to be safe. Just warn you, it's full of monsters that make the ones in the Grand Cathedral pale in comparison. Yeah, we found that out firsthand. I also never closed tab when I started doing work, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, it's probably on both ends. Yikes, I am dropping a lot. What is going on? That is crazy. Why is my connection so shit? That's weird. Yeah, my fucking connection's super low. Alright, well, we can just hope that it evens out. See, describe the paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Hey!
There's a lot of ingredients available in Grand Trad, right? If you want to cook something, then. Butcher sells Bedou meat, and there are other shops that sell red grass. The water shop sells pristine clear water. Well, same as any city, really. And if memory serves, I heard something about being able to make a dish from Fabienne's hometown. Why not try it out? So he's just saying my name Largus, you know, I'm calling you. Alright, the man who sells ingredients only to select clientele near Grand Cathedral, eh?
Just between us.
The stall in the market in front of Grand Cathedral that sells red grass. You know, the herb that Fabienne uses in a certain dish of hers. Matter of fact, the red grass originates from a region where you'll also find Fabienne's hometown. It's not that far from Grand Trad, but the herb is difficult to find here. For that reason, the shop owner only sells it to his trusted regulars. Any stranger who tries to buy it will likely get shooed
Overly
away.
nice.
But you're no stranger, are you? You already know Fabienne. Of course, you're also an acquaintance of Grius's. So, if that's what you're after, try mentioning it to him. Try mentioning him to the shopkeep and get on that list of regulars of his. You'll be able to obtain a fairly valuable ingredient. Okay.
Amazing. What is it?
But yeah, just like in Persona, you've got, on
You
days
heard
where you're
this?
not in the dungeon, you've got, basically a daytime activity and a nighttime activity to either increase your stats, or to build up the bond with your allies. Like, we hung out with Hulkenberg in the morning, so now we have the night to do something else. What day is it?
Say there.
Is it Idols
now?
Day? The day is Idols Day, so we should probably go to the shops.
Rain? God, I am grateful. This bloody rain sucked all the way through.
Say there.
Happy to offer the customary discount, but my goods aren't especially legal. Why are you admitting this? Ooh, okay. These are pretty hefty consumables. Let's buy a couple of the one-use elemental attack deals. Poison, paralysis, X days, sleep, halves the turn, icon, cost of using guard. That's so specific. And it's way too much money right now. And we'll come back for it. Unrelated, but I've mastered my lemonade recipe. Ooh! Are you willing to share your secrets? Let's see.
Rain.
There's the shops over here.
Bloody
Just
hell. What now?
Big bargain day. Through travelers' voices, you can see how other players. Okay, so this is a system that was in P5 as well, where there's a bit where you could see how people spent their day. I'm glad it's made a return because I was kind of at a loss. So most people either went into the Grand Cathedral, which means they took more than a day to do it, or went into Belega Corridor, which is the optional dungeon, or the Tradia Desert. 23% talked with other people, and 25% spent time with Hulkenberg and Stroll. Although it looks like there's some things we're missing out on because somebody spent time with someone who is currently question marks.
You will? Really?
Oh no, my laundry! Hey, listen!
Hey,
This is on sale right now.
Okay, looks like the connection's a little bit better. Hopefully we're not dropping as many frames. Okay, there's the thing that is obviously not. Okay, we still haven't sold over crap.
Now then.
So we do have a little more money. There's nothing really at the shopkeeper that we want. And let's check and see if the weapons dealer has
Hey,
anything.
listen! Hey!
Hello there.
Take a look around. Prices are lower because it's Idles Day. I don't think anyone... Why would I spend 40,000? It's not even that big of an upgrade. It's like an extra 40, 60 maybe. For all of my money. For the entirety of what we got going through the first major dungeon. Oh right, we can have him appraise shit. Superior mundane threads.
Hey, listen!
Lower stats.
What now?
That's skills. Alright, we need to get to the gunner. We need to actually go and finish off the Belega corridor. And
That reminds me.
you need to give us a request to work on.
That's right.
Idle stay is great. Every shop on every corner has a sale. I bet even intel from the informants is cheaper. Well, maybe they don't
Hey,
discount
listen.
intel.
That reminds me.
Okay, and people available to hang out with during the day, or then people available to hang out with during the night. We're learning. The trick is juice the lemons first and then roll them on the counter and stuff. Just dump it in straight up sugar, make it a syrup and water and pan. Don't dump it all in. Don't dump it at all in. Add it to taste, little at a time. Make lemon ice cubes. Make lemonade ice cubes so that you don't water it down. Those are all sick lemonade strats.
And what is it you want?
Tart lemonade is better. Yeah.
That will be quite enough.
Not a huge fan of overly sugary lemonade, even when I'm not on
This
the.
is the pith.
What you need?
Look at this.
Pardon?
A proper deluge.
Huh?
All right then.
Look at
Oh,
this.
yeah, that's the guy
A
from
proper deluge.
the first little side menu.
What's happened?
How are we supposed to deal with monsters?
What's
like that?
happened? Oh, what a pity.
Why don't you want me going that direction?
What's happened?
Here's the water person.
How to handle this?
Got a special run.
Fucking MP items? Yes, thank you. Amazing. A good use of money.
Cheers.
If we get a chance to cook somewhere, we should try using this.
How to handle
This isn't the
this?
foul
I
down
think
feature.
one of the things we have access to during the night is the kitchen.
Please, if you might deign to help.
Can we talk?
Glass worth that protects against malady, but not what I'd call cheap. Zero right now. I'm buying it.
Thank you kindly.
The Grand Cathedral, why? It's...
I got low.
Just have enough to, if we have the opportunity. Could not be less related. It's fine. That's fine. But I figure night, or at least.
Can we talk?
Thanks.
Very nice.
Oh.
Come, have it.
Called with a surprising number of skewers, one after another. Now here's a real man's man. I think I might just be
Think we'll make it?
stomach has exploded, has it? Great work. Look what you get.
Amazing!
Interesting. It increased my popularity by like 1 bone.
Damn it all.
Okay. This didn't eat up my night. Excellent.
Humans.
Gone to shite this.
That's my supplies.
Why did this happen? Oh there.
Do you know Chris? Don't tell me you're the one who's been hanging out around Honeybee Inn. It's Fabiano. So Grace and I met a long time ago and helped me countless times. Quite sad to hear of his passing. I think that deep down I always knew that things would end like this. Anyway, could it possibly turn away a friend of Grace? So are you looking for some of my red grass? I'll take full.
Can we talk?
Thanks.
Why did this happen?
Okay.
This is the most foul down the Grand Cathedral. Why?
Talk to him. Is anybody over here? Okay, it doesn't want me going that way.
The Grand Cathedral. Why? This is the most foul down.
And we're being hunted, so I can't exactly go and do
This rain
the
just
bounties
blew
just yet.
Can we talk?
You there?
Can we talk?
Nah, I got one.
Bye-bye now. This rain just won't cease.
Though, are we still being hunted?
No.
Or a weird space for it?
Right.
Accepting a bounty is not a bad idea, plus it looks like none of the soldiers from your recruitment interview are here either. If anyone gets suspicious, we can fake it by mentioning Hulkenberg. Oh, okay, cool.
Look at that.
Oh,
Wanted
yeah?
posters. This bulletin board has a bounty hunter ranking pinned to it. First is, oh, Katharina. Has to be the Katharina we know, right? I guess she really is worth her salt.
Yep.
Impressive. But these contracts aren't anything you couldn't handle, and it'd just take a while to catch up. One-hard man is not on a bounty.
Uh-huh.
The captain's gone. The Grand Cathedral's a mess. My work keeps piling up. Oh, you're here for bounty? Sure, have a look. These targets are very powerful. You'll be able to be rewarded in kind. Bounty requests are added over time, so don't forget to check back. Man-Eater Manjula, Fiend of the Wastes. You need to slay a Man-Eater Manjula in Tredia Desert, south of Grand Trad. The informant at the Hushed Honeybee Inn in Grand Trad should have more details. 10,000 read just to defeat a monster.
That's what you want.
Okay, so we gotta go back. I think cave and get Rhythm Heaven. I mean, it's never not a good time for Rhythm Heaven. Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it. Also, beasts are your only concern. You'll run into a swarm of sandworms if you're unlucky, so beware. As for details, we're too understaffed to give you much, so go ask the informant. That bunch rode us from the wrong
Counting
way.
on you.
If you do manage to slay the Mandrula, just bring back the rampage or tail as evidence. Good luck, and try not to get yourself killed.
Let's do it.
So we have a couple of days.
Counting on you.
Okay, cool. So if in the morning I know Stroll also wanted to talk, so maybe one more day. Oh, hey, Kaya. Hey, how you doing? Playing a lot more Metaphor today.
This rain just won't.
It's been a bit, and like everybody else I know who's playing it is in the fucking end game, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just finished the first dungeon 3 weeks ago.
I'm just...
We still need to do
Grand Cathedral, why?
Brigida's fucking
Well, I'll not loiter in a storm.
side quest, which means we're gonna have to kind of grind a bit. I don't know, maybe the level difference. Ooh.
How fun.
I love it.
Give it a full push, eh?
It's one of the the Evangelion monster walker ships.
It's pissing it down.
So, don't buy it, it's so crazy. Yeah, actually, how much is Rhythm Heaven?
What to do? Rain? Bloody hell.
I mean, aren't like all the sales about to start? Like tomorrow?
God, I am grateful.
Hang out with this sad guy would give me, I think was it courage or tolerance? I don't remember. Royal virtues. I think it was wisdom, maybe. Let's go to the Hush 20B. I think we can cook. Like $100 fuck. Oh, you're getting it secondhand? No, never fucking mind.
What is it? Amazing.
Yeah, no, shit's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I was getting a flood of guests tonight. It looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, if you want me to help with preparing the food, and if you'd like to help out, feel free to use the kitchen as you please. And if you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make red grass roasted badoo. Yeah, let's do the thing. If we help Fabienne prepare food, my tolerance should improve. Good Connor just got home from class. Same basic deal. Did a lot of classwork today. Had to drive to the valley and back, but aside from that, fucking.
You're a big
Little low energy, but I wanted to hang out because I realized it's been like 2 fucking weeks since I last streamed. And also I wanted to play more Battlefield. Well, if you see a couple
Next
of them
up
on
is-
eBay, Autumn, maybe just like hit them up and like try going the best offer route, you know? I'll leave part 2 of me against someone's grandma for a purse on eBay. Well, I mean, fair enough. 'Tis the season, right? This is the time of year everyone goes out to just get into full-on fucking fisticuff street fights over slightly discounted TVs at Walmart.
Oh, right!
Like, you're not even there for the TV, you just want to fight someone. I've been on both sides of the table for that one, I understand how it is. Let's stick to the recipe.
No.
Exactly!
That's fair. I suppose Fabienne's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. Much like, in P5, sticking to the fucking recipe is the best version of events. Delicious aroma wafts throughout the room.
You did it!
I did a good job. I think my tolerance improved.
All right.
Have you ever cooked food so good that you were just kind of more accepting of people? I feel like I have. I continued to help out as the night went on. Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So my wonder is if we take like an extra day.
Evidently.
A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia Desert. Travelers aimed for the royal capital, it seems.
You're right.
Certainly a lot of monsters out there. How tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination.
Exactly.
We received a request at the recruitment center, did we not? Shall we slay the monster ourselves? We gotta finish that side quest. I've been avoiding spoilers like the plague,
Well, then.
but we need to finish that side quest.
Same.
But I also think that the best way to do that is to improve bonds with our party. So we'll do one more day. Let's see, looking at the
now?
calendar. Pending the day of calamity. So we still have a full 5-day until we were supposed to be done with the main dungeon, or the story dungeon. And then I think the day that the story progresses and we get out of here is the day after that, so we have a couple of days. Reach buy a new TV just because it's 150 or 250. Fuck. Fuck on fucking Rhythm Heaven being 250, but I get the temptation, but make sure that it's not just like, see if the model of TV that you're looking at is not a Black Friday exclusive model, because the fun bit, and Brandon is around here somewhere. He can go into it because he's also had this first-hand part of it, because we both worked retail during that time of year. When it comes to Black Friday discounts, most of them are bullshit, especially when it comes to TVs, because the most heavily discounted things are going to be models of TVs that are made for that sale. Like when I was working at Best Buy, it was like, oh hey, this TV is like $600 off MSRP, but this model of TV only exists at this time of year, which made actually replacing it when it crapped out really difficult. So just make sure it's a standard model.
What is it?
And as much as like, as stupid as it sounds, like actually trusting the big three on hardware producers for televisions is kind of the way to go. If it's not Sony, if it's not LG, if it's not Samsung, it's usually going to be cheaper, but also crap out sooner. Oh yeah, no, fucking just screeching beyond out into the ether. But yeah, no, just make sure that the model's legit. Check those specs, because it can make the difference sometimes. I guess our last workout. Right, we were gonna go hang out with Stroll. Because if he ranks up, then we should be able... Oh, hey. Hey, Brandon. Because I think if I'm remembering right, I don't know if it's gonna, no, it won't put us right.
What now?
If I am remembering correctly, how do I get into, is it equipment? And then we can get into the archetype tree. I feel like we're gonna see it. We were just there, how the fuck? And yes, Connor's working at Best Buy. What's the time? Fucking dude, working retail anywhere, awful. But yeah, no, check specs whenever you buy shit. Okay, it's just hitting Y. If I'm remembering correctly, the next evolution requires rank 3, so it really is not going to matter too much. Although, fuck it, I want to hang out with Stroll.
Yeah.
Earned the level, so might as well. But when in doubt, I'll ask for better. Yeah. If you have someone who is familiar with this shit, do it.
All right.
Let's be off. I've heard tell that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. Can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for. Still can't get used to all the clamor, though. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison, and much like hearing the pin drop, you're probably hearing the barking of Jack the dog. He's out there. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but
that's...
young Master Leon, it couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice.
Rangeeth.
Rangeeth, is that truly you? You made it out safe.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness, look how you've grown. How do you know each other?
What? Truth is...
He served my family. He served House Halasius when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Beef, this is Protag Kun. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
However,
Christmas gift to them this year is actually good. Like, look at me spending money on you. Yeah, no, I've had years like that. I've had years where it's like, okay, I'm definitely the one putting in the effort here on gifts. Forgive me for saying that. Time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? How are the others? Oh no, everybody's dead.
that's...
After the human attacked, the survivors fled to the capital. No one can make a living amongst the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few faded away. No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. So this is a thing in RPGs that kind of, like, it's just the smallest nitpick, is that, like, when you have the optional side content with your secondary characters, and they're like, oh, and this thing that happened years ago, and then, you know, part of the thing that happened years ago comes up, and it's like, oh wait, no, this is like an immediate problem. You lost your house and home in the thing that happened years ago. Let me dedicate my day to finding you a house. It's like, dog, it's been years. He's probably figured it out. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I can ask for, young master. I've always said that you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive today is because your parents helped us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason I have to help somehow. Let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
I only wish I knew how. Who holds authority over the area you're staying in now? Ishkia Marquise. Or the Ishkia Marquis. Lord Hydron.
I see.
Marquis says it. Reading is tough after you do nothing but it for the bulk of the day. It sounds like I need to pay this Lord Hydron a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all of Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please, our woe should not be yours to shoulder. I already bear that weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy lost in the panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action, so let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
I mean, it's basically Christmas already. Alright, Autumn, it is not Christmas already. It is like mid-November. Thanksgiving hasn't even happened yet. Not to be the war on Christmas that InfoWars keeps fucking talking about, but fucking it is not Christmas. We need to beat that shit back with a bat. It's still November. This is the time for turkeys and overeating. You honor us still. I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backwater refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself. If that is how he sees you. Let's go talk to him. Let's go set him straight.
You know...
I fear it might backfire if we... Oh, wait, you're coming too? Moving forward, we'll be in no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add my personal woes to that. It's what friends do.
It'll be fine.
You. Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I can feel Stroll's deep trust. Ranked.
I feel more courageous when I'm with you.
It's a shame we've already got warrior studied by everyone. You may have my thanks as well, Sir Cryptid. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough of the young master thing. We no need to
Let's
stand
head
in
back.
ceremony. I would have us meet Lord Hydron without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day.
That reminds me. Really?
What did everybody else do today? Mostly spent time in town, so I'm assuming by this date, everyone has finished the main dungeon. 0% have spent time at the labyrinth. I assume everyone has beat the dungeon by this day. Go talk to the pagan. I don't know who the pagan is.
What is it? Amazing. Fancy a bit of info? Want in on this? Just between us.
It's about burn like fire. It spreads a foul poison. It shows me where it's additional. Resistant to heat. Fire magic is ineffective against it. Blaze only invigorates it. It's minor tactics. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. You best remember that. That's all I know. Unless you want to end up as another set of bones bleached by the desert sun, you better know when to run. Okay.
Amazing. What is it? All right then.
Which one is that again? It's imagination. We still don't have many points in that. Although tolerance is about to level up. So we could either double down on that or...
All right then.
Let's see. Because there's the market. There's the place to up kindness. There's a place to up imagination and wisdom. Or not kindness, but tolerance. Yeah, we should do the tolerance one.
Let's go. Say there.
What is it? God, I am grateful.
So that's the masked man. I wonder who the person everybody else was seeing was. We're too rarely seen in the Grand Tribe.
However,
So you met your story before, but I doubt you know everything about us. So then, any interest in our history? Why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share it if you would like to know.
Pleased to hear it. Well then.
Our tribe is called the Mustari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. The next thing you'll notice is we have 3 eyes.
What?
3 eyes, that goes for every Mustari, but what's it like to see for all of you? Our third eye can see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do.
however,
However, the Mustari faith is vastly different from that of the other tribes. We've our own unique faith other from the state religion, Sanctism. Is it restricted to the Mustari tribe?
about that.
That's correct. We cannot reveal our teachings to other tribes. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why at times politics gets involved and distorts its doctrine. For that reason, we must refrain from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. Doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex and one must tread carefully. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why sanctism has gathered many believers. Ooh, found one for less than 100. Keep an eye on it. He taught me about the mystery way of life. I feel like learning more about their existence has improved my tolerance.
All right.
But not enough
Pleased
to
to
make
hear
me
it.
less intolerant. Hearing all that was intriguing. It's about time I head back to the inn. So it's interesting that the royal like I understand the core
Time marches on,
aspect of
and
the
the
royal
age of a
virtues
new king
is that
draws
it's
nearer.
the same as the 5 primary character stats in prior Persona games, where outside of your number stats, the things that determine battle, you have your your 5 virtues is a better word for it, so I'll just use virtues. But your 5 virtues. So here it's courage, wisdom, tolerance, eloquence, and imagination. In prior games, it was, or in the Persona series, it was just like bravery and intelligence and kindness and fucking, I think, luck. I don't know. I'd have to look at the chart again, but it's the same basic thing. But it's really interesting because this starts you off as being the dumbest dickhead asshole coward. So like improving those stats makes sense in Persona, where it's like, oh, you studied, you gained more intelligence, oh, you fucking did the gym thing, so your base strength goes up. Here it's like, you're a fucking coward idiot. Or well, now we're wisdom level 2, so we're informed. You're a coward, idiot, racist, bumblefuck, dumbass, and that's what you start out as. It's interesting.
All right then.
So let's head to.
Let's head there right away.
It's on Mayo Street, and. Oh, but yes, there is no way that I dropped 436,000 frames. That can't be possible. Just not gonna look at it. Just not gonna look at it. Okay, so I think we're gonna go and do that side quest. Not the new side quest, but the old side quest. There's only desert outside that gate. I want to go to the Belegia corridor.
Yep. Here's where we are
So
now.
we can go to the desert right outside of Grand Trad for the other side quest, but this is where we gotta go. We gotta go get vengeance on that Koros motherfucker. I suppose there be a treasure and other valuables that remain. May as well check, considering we have to defeat the monster anyway.
Clock's ticking. It's your call.
We can get there and back in a day.
Great. Let's
The fact that the game points that out makes me worry about how many
The party at last
side
found
quest dungeons are
themselves
going to
at
take
the
like
Lega corridor,
weeks
once a
of time to
palace
go
of a
back and
small,
forth from.
bygone country, destroyed and worn away by sand. The land is a shadow of its former glory. Now it is home to monsters attracted by its stagnant magma. The party steps into the corridor, as if called there by the lingering resentment of a country that could not stand the test of time.
But yeah, Autumn, if you find one and it's within budget, in the immortal words of the character whose name I don't remember, played by Aziz Ansari in fucking Parks and Rec, treat yourself.
Is this right?
Let's hunt for treasure.
But
The game's kind
My
of
thanks.
treating this like it's our first time here, which is weird. We're in an interesting position because I need to change
what now?
my archetype because I think healer also uses a staff. So no staff users can go in here, because if you go in there with either mage or healer, All of the basic enemies get a multi-hit AoE to just fuck your shit up. And I would prefer to not have my shit fucked up on a scale of, 1 to 10. And if I'm remembering right, I think it's actually kind of tough. Because the obvious thing would be to switch. Just a moment. Returneth. Just have to put this over here. We're making chicken. It's fine. And it's good. I'm background checking the seller seems fine. Good call to always check seller history because I've been burned on both sides of that where I've been fucked over by shit sellers. And I've been fucked over by shit buyers. I don't think I've ever told the story. But, I tried selling my old PS4, and, it was this old lady and this kid, bought it off of eBay, and, like, obviously didn't read the description, because it was, like, a used PS4, but it had PT on it. So, lady was obviously just listening to her kid and didn't have any fucking idea what the fuck she was buying. And then, like, literally, for the next 3 fucking months, I was running tech support for this fucking idiot. And it was just, like, this inane bullshit. And, like 2-3 months down the line, after, like, 50 fucking messages, they're like, oh, well, you know what, it's not what we want, we're gonna return it. I'm like, I'm not a retail store, it's been 3 months. I've spent your money. Stop bothering me. To the point that, eBay, like, denied her fucking return claim. And then she went to fucking PayPal and backcharged me, and, like, PayPal was like, oh, well, they're sending the item back, so, we have to give them the money back. So I had, like, a negative balance in my email shit. Not granting it on the scam. Yeah, no, like, straight up, they sent the shit back, and then, I find that they popped open the back of the fucking PS4, and they obviously cloned the drive. And it's like, well, good luck fucking accessing that shit, man. I'm just change these fucking passwords. It's always grandmas, I'm telling you. It really is. It really is. Like, the elderly have this fucking, and it's not just the elderly, but, like, it's the people who are, like, they feel like they've got nothing to lose because they're old. But they're like, I'm just gonna fuck this guy over, because fuck him. Because I can. So, I go to eBay to get my fucking seller's fee back, and then they're like, well, the return didn't happen on our end, so fuck you. So, like, it literally cost me, like, $70 to have sold my fucking PS4. It's such bullshit. So yeah, buying and selling, make sure that your sources are good. Check people's shit. And I get scam buyers all the time when I'm reselling shit. And by reselling, I mean, like, I have a thing that I no longer want and I need money. So I put up old collectibles that I've had sitting on a shelf up on eBay because I need to pay bills. And then I'll have someone, like, do a buy it now price shit, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so what's your shipping preference? And then they never respond, and it turns out it was just like a bot. Shit's fucked. This whole system is garbage. Capitalism is a flaw. But none of us are gonna change it, so. So it would make sense to put Hulkenberg back to Knight, because she needs levels. But the question becomes, who do I switch Protag Kun back to Seeker so that he's got Seeker levels? Because Stroll makes most sense as... Give you some lemonade to feel better. I'd take it, fuck it. No, it was a real bullshit fucking... Just like run. Because PayPal's like, oh, do you want to dispute this claim? I'm like, yeah. And then nothing happens for 2 weeks, and they're like, well, because you didn't dispute the claim. I'm like, motherfucker, I said fucking dispute. Shit's not being sent back in the condition it was sent in. But they don't give a fuck. So I think it would be best to have... Because we're gonna have to grind a little bit. Do you like lemonade, Connor? I do. I do like lemonade. Lemonade's good. In its various forms. Portion out, try making pink lemonade. Now, are you making pink lemonade as in pink lemonade, or are you making strawberry lemonade? Because that's a whole different vibe. Either beet juice or cranberry juice and watermelon. Ooh, okay. See, now you're getting into lemonade tech that I haven't explored in a long time. But yeah, no, I'm basic. I really like fucking strawberry flavored shit. And like, of course I enjoy strawberries, but strawberry flavored shit, the shit that does not taste like a natural strawberry at all, that's my shit. I think Stroll would stay good as a fucking warrior, but they're gonna freak out if I'm healer or mage. So I don't know if now's the time to spec in a warrior, or to jump into Knight as well, or jump into Brawler for the first time. Strawberry flavored everything is yes, very good. Grape flavored stuff is nasty, but real grapes are the best. So real grapes are great. There's this fucking giant ass, like, the grapes that they say are flavored like cotton candy. Those things are crazy. But yeah, grape flavored artificial shit is bizarre, because it's like the taste is not grape, it is purple. This is fucking cough medicine flavored, is what you're giving me. So remember, coming through here initially, and Seeker wasn't doing shit. But I need 20 levels of Seeker. Eventually. Alternatively, Brawler could be good. And I did just get those Brawler weapons, so...
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
Yep.
I'm counting... Of course.
So we'll grind a little bit for Brawler. Blue raspberry stuff tastes very blue as well. Yeah. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to extend thine own vitality and plunge it into the fury of battle, then I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Brawler.
I see.
It's interesting seeing the new archetypes that are
I'm still getting stronger.
very obviously not based off of a primary character. Cause Seeker got its moment, fucking Knight got its moment, Warrior got its moment, but fucking Brawler and Healer and Mage. I don't know. There was a book that I read in high school by Jason Pargan of Cracked.com, called John Dies at the End. And it is the cosmic horror equivalent of a fart joke. but it is a fucking recurring plot point in that book that Red fucking Mountain Dew is some kind of noxious non-beverage. It is a thing that is the idealization of a concept. It is not flavored like anything. It's not cherry, it is not strawberry, it is nothing. It is red. You are drinking red. You are not drinking a flavored drink. You are drinking red. But I always found it funny. Alright, let's head in.
Okay then. Let's go.
So this is going to be a little tougher because this dungeon... Realm Experience Medicine, yeah. Look at that. So this dungeon is going to be harder to grind in because not only are there fewer monsters, but also to switch back to mage.
Let's do this.
I shall be your opponent.
I didn't even check to see if these guys were one-shot kills.
Tougher than I thought. Let's stay calm.
Last one for the captain. Let's keep it going.
Right there.
Because
That's the last
these
of them.
enemies, the
The way's
goblins
clear.
and the Minotaur down below, they all get
I think we got them all.
buffed.
We'll be safe
They
for a
all
while.
go into this rampage mode whenever you attack with...
No problem. All right.
Okay.
They're not
all we got. Settle this quick.
That's crazy. Did progressing the story make them harder?
Warrior!
Oh no. Let's do it.
Not now. Done yet. Okay.
3 left.
One for the captain.
Observe the enemy.
Keep it going.
There was a train thought it's gone down.
Right there.
Two for that one.
So we are definitely
done.
going to grind if the enemies are now tougher.
Only 2 enemies left. Still coming.
Let's wrap this up.
But
stay
without
calm.
going into
Finish them
spoilers,
off. Clear.
I was told
I stab.
that this
Take
fucking
this.
side quest has to be done ASAP.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Yeah, we got more shit that we need to check.
That'll do it.
So yeah, we did come here the first time around. I don't know if maybe it's because Pro Tycoon is in a archetype that he has a little experience in. Maybe let's try switching him to
What now? What now?
Seeker and see if that makes a difference. Because it might not just be character level, it might be general archetype level.
That is...
What skills do I have inherited? Let's see if that makes a difference.
Let's push that!
I'm thinking that maybe... That one's not
This is our
bad.
chance.
Okay.
Forward!
I think our progress might have been
We're evenly matched. Guess we better stay on our toes.
level 16, and we're only on the way to...
Tougher than I thought. The freedom of a one.
Let's finish this.
Nice
Observe the
going,
enemy.
Captain.
Take this. Almost decided.
That's it,
Got this
Hulkenberg.
I
handled.
wanted to.
Only one left. Finish them off. We're clear.
I will... A tough one.
Stand.
Wondering what the level
Right
was
there.
for the desert side quest.
Okay,
Maybe
I don't think there's any more backup coming.
Again, I
Let's
keep
keep
getting
moving.
told, like, oh no, you need to do this
Even
side quest
easier than
as soon as you
expected.
fucking can.
Satisfactory. Is that the end then? We've cleared the way.
This is bad. Go on to us.
So those guys are still one shot.
Very impressive.
Quick, let's
Right. Let's settle this quick.
now get in there.
Like
Finish them off.
ambush damage, you can stun enemies 100 times.
I shall vanquish evil. Let me rethink. Almost
Roll
finished.
someone out.
The freedom of a one. If I say so myself.
Observe the. Take this!
One remaining.
Avoid
Satisfactory.
everything.
Handled. Only one left. Finish it off and we're clear.
Done yet.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Our foes have fallen. We are safe for the time being. Draw steel! We are spotted.
They'll need more than this.
Not exit that attack spear.
Nothing.
Is chat talking about everything but the game? Eh, it's fine. We're just.
I will fight with
Still up? I'd let justice prevail.
I appreciate everybody hanging out anyway.
Oh, Mystic Purge! Still standing, I see. Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
Not good!
Is everyone okay?
Still
Gotta heal
fight!
up.
Are you prepared? Not now. Let's make an end of it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Show them our might!
Hack and slash. Last one.
Beautiful, Stroll. You
Double
took them
do.
all out.
That reminds me of the book I read.
Close one.
Well, I mean, that's the vibe.
A
It's,
win's a win. Phew.
the game is going for
We managed. Somehow.
archetypical fantasy story.
Not bad, if I say so myself. That'll do it.
But we do need to
now?
fix up. Though I do need to fix her skill inheritance. So now it's letting us inherit passives. I don't know what the difference is, if that's just a progression thing. It's a lot of mag for that very useful skill, but fuck. Oh, you know what? I could just switch out what Altenberg has equipped. I think doubling down on endurance. Oh no, it's already equipped by yeah, maybe just giving her more magic. Because I don't know what else I have available. Or maybe the Gambler's Jewel for more luck is more crits, so.
What now?
Suppose if we're going to be fighting anyway, I might as well switch to Brawler? Possibly? Yeah, fuck it.
We cannot avoid this.
Push through!
Stand ready.
Cat!
I see we're evenly matched. Which means
Come on!
you've got it.
A preemptive
Let's
strike.
take them all out!
Stay calm over here.
Tougher than I thought.
Let's stick with two remaining.
One for the captain.
Keep it up.
Let's keep it
Right
going.
there. Stay focused.
We're all counting on you.
Only one left. Finish them off. And that's that. Victory's ours.
Goddamn
foes are not
visual
vanquished.
design in this game,
Be
man.
on your guard.
It is sick.
This could be our chance.
Now get ready.
Not done yet.
Let's finish this!
Observe the...
Nice going, Captain.
Take this! They yet cling to life.
Last one.
Let's stay calm.
I struck! Right there!
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Keep moving.
I wonder if I have any more of those level up
What
items.
now?
They're all accessories. It's all gear. It's armor. Which I can't equip the things that I paid for because I don't have the right setup right now. These are the info stacks and key items. And all the DLC stuff. Okay, so it'd be in here. Archetype experience. Increase max MP by 2. Just, yeah, done. Oh, we've got a fucking bunch of these.
I found new power.
Well, shit. Wow, 3 levels for fucking Brawler is not even a level for Healer at 14. Shit. Okay, let's only parody our strongest. Let's get a couple levels. Let's not burn through all of that too quickly. Go to rank 5. Where's Hulkenberg at? Let's give her a couple of these. If we didn't have to divert to Brawler, she'd be much higher up.
I've acquired a new power.
Guards lore. Automatically increases wielder's defense at the start of the battle. Cool.
A new means of protection.
Battle cry. Increase caster's attack and defense for 3 turns. Each turn. Oh. Astral. I feel like if we level up Warrior to Cap, if we level up Warrior to Cap, then we are completely justified in switching him to a different fucking thing. Mastered an Archetype, Archetype A Adept. I doubt that this is the method people were at. Slash boost, increases slash attack by 20%, that's sick. Strolls, strength increased by 2, awesome. So I could have him switch to Knight.
A new power to wield.
Because Knight is better off in this dungeon. But also, if we're going to be level grinding a little bit, apparently the way this works is that once you hit cap in a particular archetype, you still gain experience like you were leveling up in a normal way, but when you reach a level up, you instead get one of these fucking EXP candy, like the rare candies from fucking Pokemon. So let's go here. We're at 15. Fuck it. I used the wrong one. Fuck me. Yeah, well. Okay, so maybe that will help.
Looks like they found us.
Impressive as ever.
Hey,
Okay, we are one-shotting the standard god levels,
You can do it.
Impressive
which
as
means
ever.
now we should be able to go between floors 1 and 2 to MP grind if the need arises. Which I feel like we might have to, because I'm pretty sure the boss of this area was level 20 before we did the main dungeon.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
Hey, that's bullshit.
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get
Wow,
him healing.
taking
Is that all?
big damage.
Nice dodge. You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll.
let's make an end of it.
Tis yours.
Hack and slash.
He barely made
Kind of want to hold back
How about we all
on
heal before we hit the next mess?
You all endured.
using that a little too much, because I know that we burned through
Our foes are not
almost all of our
vanquished. Be on
MP
your guard.
the first time we were in this dungeon, just doing the sync-up attacks, because it uses MP from both party members.
Push through. On your guard. That'll do it.
Yeah, we do need to heal up though. I keep
hold our
fucking
ground.
missing, and then really need to remember what the lock was.
I call upon royal power within. What a mess. Give me your aid.
Fuck it.
Hold nothing back.
Just wipe.
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone! We made short work of them.
Right, there's the 2 rooms. I don't remember how to get to. Right, there was that hallway we had to get to. Little by little, we're remembering.
They all seem pretty weak. You got this.
Take it slow if you need to. There's no rush.
I've got a feeling. Yeah, healing.
Let's take them all out.
We have the edge.
Down in one fell swoop.
They die hard.
I will fight with. Let's keep this up.
Observe the enemy.
One down.
Take this.
Numbers
Got
dwindle.
one.
You never
Who's
let us
next?
down.
Only 2 enemies left. Stay sharp.
Let's stay calm. Stay sharp. It's not over yet.
Sworn oath of
down.
night. Right there. May yet cling to life.
Uh-oh. Brace yourself. Only one left. Finish the off. Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Okay. I'm sure greater
Did
triumphs
you
lie
remember
ahead.
what book this reminds you of?
That was the last of them.
because there's a couple that I like that are my go-tos when it comes to fantasy novels. Good books I could recommend. Fuck you, Goblin Chan.
You'll be okay.
I forgot to heal up. David Eddings' Bulgarian series is probably one of my favorites. One I read when I was way younger, but like if you want the archetypical fantasy story that isn't Lord of the Rings, that doesn't stray too far from that, dynamic, then that's the one I'd recommend. It's actually two series. There's the Bulgarian and then the Malorian, which follows that. I haven't actually read the Malorian. I acquired the books earlier last year. Just haven't had a chance to read them. I had a big stack of books I had to get through this year.
Only 2 enemies
Which
left.
I'm still working on. I don't know if I'm gonna get through it. I got through one I was reading most recently, and I'm a little up in the air about what I'm gonna read next. I'm gonna hit my original challenge goal, then I gotta... So, I got a solid 6 books to go, which means I need to down a book a week, which I don't know if that's gonna happen.
All of us. Great job, everybody.
Maybe it depends on what I read, what I count.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
All right, we did it.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
You can do it. Amazing. Great moves
Damn it,
back there.
the little blue bastard ran away.
Let's give him a fight.
And we'll win this.
They die hard!
It's okay.
Just you left.
Is that okay?
Take this.
May yet cling to life.
There's a comfiness in just RPG grinding.
Only 2 enemies left. Stay sharp.
Wrap this up!
Only 1 left.
It's like minor anxiety, but at the same time, like this is the comfort zone. This is what you do the most.
Woo, not too shabby.
But yeah, I wanted to
Let's keep
return
this
to
up,
the
everyone.
traditional JRPG structure. After the last like week and a half,
There's
I've
still some
really been
foes
putting a
around.
lot of time into Baldur's Gate
Don't let
3.
your guard down.
Push through.
Finally finished that shit on R mode, which fuck me, that was.
Looks like we're safe for now.
I went real extra with it towards the end, but fuck, man, that was a challenge. Like, fucking got out by a goddamn hair at the end too. Like, if I didn't bulk up on like the mountain of unused scrolls that I accumulated throughout the game, that I basically used all of in the last half of Act 3, I don't think I would have finished that. I think I would have failed literally at the last turn of the final boss,
I knew you could do it.
and that would have been bad.
Hey,
That would have been a
great
bad
job.
time. Honestly, the book I was thinking of when I was super young was like a childhood book, nothing great. It's just
All right.
like humans who had a companion fairies helping against creatures. I mean, it's cool either way. Fuck, I can't remember the name, but there was an author who I read a report on recently, who's like prolific as fuck. She wrote like over 500 books. Like a good portion of them were like children's books. Can I fast travel? No, there's no safe rooms in this dungeon, right? So I have to manually walk back on fuck. I can't remember her name. But yeah, she was very much about fairy and fae lore and shit. It was just a real interesting read and interview that I had to write my response to.
I'll give it my all.
Okay. Give this all we've got.
Not done
Let's
yet.
take 3 left.
The
Not
casket
bad.
took one
Take
down.
this.
Worthy foe after all.
Two
Still
remaining.
took one out.
I will
Not bad.
still
If I say so
One
myself.
left.
Only 1 left. Finish them off. We're
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of like schlock fantasy recently, just because I'm looking for those diamonds in the rough.
Good. Tis done. Is that the end then? We've
Had
cleared the way.
a little bit of luck with
Amazing!
some
Great moves back there.
horrendous row fantasy recently. Legends, not recently, fucking last year. Legends and Lattes is great if you're into that. Great little sapphic story that takes place in like RPG fantasy setting, and it really doesn't matter because it's a character story.
Right.
We have the
Settle this quick.
But there's a sequel or prequel that came out recently. I think
No holding back.
the authors said that they were going to continue. So
Tougher than I
anything
thought.
more.
Let's stay calm.
Sworn oath of night. This won't do. Right there! Play yet clings to life.
Now, what's the play?
The book that I read most recently, I can't even
The
remember.
engine's sight!
It
Great
was
job,
called, let me just open up my Kindle real quick.
Only 2 enemies left. Stay sharp.
Yeah, The Starless Crown. For some reason, it was just kind of a rough read through. Like, it was fine. It was just really like milquetoast, and it took forever to get where it's
Great job,
going.
everybody.
And I'm usually a fan of
Not bad.
kind of meandering explanation.
We made short work
If
of
you
them.
listen to me talk at all about anything, you would know that I appreciate
Great moves
wordiness.
back there.
But the book was like 500 fucking pages long, and it could have been like 350 at most. There's not a lot of content for the word count.
We've been spotted.
And it's not even like it's super specifically wordy for the sake of being wordy. It's just like, it just has this meandering pace. And the storyline's fun. It's just like, when you look at the core of what you read at the end of the book, it's like, okay,
Observe the enemy.
these three sets of people all meet up at a place, and then things don't go great, and then they all meet up at a place, and then things don't go
Only
great,
2
and
enemies
then
left.
shit happens, and then they have to go elsewhere. And that's the whole of the fucking plot, really. I'm just kind of fucked.
And that's that.
But like, it's weird when you look at a narrative or just like a book and you're fucking breaking it down and you're like, I really like
Exemplary.
the sum of I like these parts. I like these individual components. I like how this is being written. I appreciate the humor when it's there. I appreciate, the character dynamics as they are, because there is some subversion of tropes, and some, for good, some for bad.
Nice work.
But at the end of the day, it's weird how it's like, usually you think of things being more than a sum of their parts. This is less than a sum of its parts.
Tougher than I thought.
Like, it just doesn't come together particularly well. And maybe it'll get better in the second book, but,
Play yet cling to life.
I might just not. I was talking with good old Beyond about this. Fucking, like, I am a connoisseur of trash. I really enjoy, like, trash isekai, and I waste way too much time on, like, seasonal garbage that will never get a sequel or have any real meaning or really even have be a decent adaptation of its own source material. But at the same time, I recognize that I'm wasting my time, And it's like, I don't feel like I should be wasting my time. I feel like I should appreciate what little time and spoons that I have to dedicate to consuming this media. And if it's not something of value, if I don't feel better off having consumed this media, what is the point of me having done so?
Very impressive.
And not everything has to be of, like,
And we're winning.
immense artistic value or socio-cultural impact.
Always come
Not every fucking movie can be,
I stand ready.
not every movie can be fucking Fight Club, but it doesn't mean that, you know, I have to keep watching The Room. You know?
One left. Finish the
I do enjoy watching The Room. I have a real soft spot for B-movies, and like the modern B-movie shit is real hit or miss, but you know, Tommy Wiseau is just such a bizarre human.
Fight, really.
That'll do it.
But it's like, I don't want to have put the time I put into reading The Starless Crown, thinking to myself, wow, that was like a 5 out of 10. And I'm like, the perspective is just kind of unfair. The book's not that bad. It's just, it didn't live up to its potential, so it's like, it's a 7 that just rubbed me the wrong way and became a 8.
Stay calm, everyone.
And that's not even the fault of the book. It's more just like where I'm at while I'm reading it.
3 left.
I think they're come. No. Right there. There's nothing stopping satisfactory.
Only 2 enemies left. Stay sharp.
It's okay.
I don't know, but on the flip side of that, it's like, should I shouldn't be just, you know, reading shit to accumulate a number of, you know, read books. Should appreciate these things for their inherent value.
Only 1 left. Finish them off. We're clear.
But it kind of felt like that at the end of reading Starless Crown. It was like, okay, there's another book for the red pile, and that's not where I wanna feel. You know?
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
How are we doing? We are at... well, we did another bit of Master, so I think that means we got another EXP item. Yep, Hero's Leaf of Light. Ooh, that's even better than the one that we had. That's 1,000 Archetype XP. Which we're gonna give to Hulkenberg. Because we're gonna get Knight to a higher rank. Get that passive up. Because I got the shit kicked out of me by that fucking Minotaur, and I am not taking risks.
Very impressive.
I love reading slice of life stuff. It's so relaxing, and a lot of it is
Everyone all right?
one-off stuff that's not getting any additions, and I love it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, as I grow older into an eldritch sage of fucking
Great job.
of ancient means,
I think we're in the clear.
I really do have a much higher appreciation for good slice of life. Like, Grant, I can tell you, fucking one of my favorite series in the last couple of years, aside from Freerun and
Nice work.
Dungeon Meshi, which are both great if you like Isekai, or if you like, it's not even Isekai, it's just fantasy. If you like fantasy and you are sick of Isekai, read and or watch Dungeon Meshi and Freerun, because they're both like fucking 11 on 10. But one of my favorite series in the last couple of years was My Dress Up Darling, Sonowa Biskuda. That is just like, here are these two fucking just like dipshits who are very cute and just passionate about their craft, and that like it hits so much harder later on.
Hey, great job.
And the way that the anime conveys the manga very well.
We cannot avoid this fight.
So I'm looking forward to more coming from that. I just think there's like a season 2 on the way. But I have the manga out to volume 7, and I know there's more. I'm just waiting for, you know, this time of year where things are on sale for no fucking reason. Punch my Wi-Fi box there, and it's so ass. Yeah, today's been weird. Like, everything else says it's fine, but fucking, like, OBS is giving me shit, and I think it might just be Spectrum.
Yeah, nice work.
Beat the shit out of these Gabarins.
Nice. You're
But
getting
yeah,
straight.
Dress Up Darling's fucking awesome. It's great. I enjoy it.
Skill.
But to give context on top of that, like one of my favorite series of all time is fucking Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Because this is monster fucker appreciation space. I enjoy the Durgans. But also it's just a really nice character story between a couple of sets of people. And sure, it has that fantastical element, but that's like the least important part of what that series is.
Yeah, nice work.
But yeah, if you want to read some Western fantasy, low stakes goodness, Legends and Lattes is just it's cute. There's not really a better word for it. It's a good time. I think it just got a motherfucker, really? Beat the shit out of you. I think it just got a hardcover physical release too.
We made short
And
work
its
of
prequel is
them.
also pretty good. A little bit of a take on the format, but
That might be of use later.
still good. Shitty Cox Internet, because that's what my apartment complex uses. Fucking, I could not imagine having to be stuck with what the fuck my apartment uses for internet. But I mean, we're kind of fucked regardless, right? And wherever we are, there's always at least one of these fucking companies that has a goddamn a monopoly based off of your area. And it's like, oh yeah, there's a competitor. Oh, totally, yeah. The fucking dial-up internet that's 15 megabits per second is definitely a competitor for your 400 megabit fucking baseline shit. Do you really do, money guy? Okay, we all do. We all need money. If anyone wants to go collectively rob a bank and present a plan that works, I'm not gonna confirm or deny my interest in that plan, but
Come on! That was
I'm not
brilliant.
gonna not say that that's probably the only way that things will work.
Great moves back there.
That whole fucking mentality is so exasperated by the shit I do too. This whole week, fucking Instagram's been plaguing me with I've trained my algorithm to show me like abandoned houses in fucking Japan that are just on the market, and it's like, oh yeah, this like 2-bedroom fucking like poverty house up in fucking like northern Japan is like $5,000 because no one wants to live there. And it's like, yeah, that wouldn't be a good fucking place to live. Be a 3-hour drive from the closest fucking anything, but at the same time, $5,000 for a house? Shit, dog. I don't care if the foundation is obviously compromised. Just steal your dad's credit card. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. I would recommend not be the plan A, possibly, but
If you are
yeah.
struggling, it would do you well to heal.
But yeah, just like these fucking abandonware goddamn properties in northern Japan and southern Japan, they're all over the fucking place. A lot of coastal towns that the population decline is hitting really hard. Where it's nothing but a bunch of fucking old people and a bunch of young people who want to move to the fucking cities. So you have these houses that are like, man, this shit is, there's no market for it, and that's why it's gone down to like 1/10 of the price it should be. But then you go ahead and you look at fucking like actual property listings, and it's like, oh, okay, this is still cheaper than anywhere that's worth living in the U.S., but still like your average place is gonna be like $1,400-1,500 a month for rent in Kyoto or Tokyo. It shoots up a little fucking further than that. But you want to know what else they fucking have in Nihon? Fucking working and functional goddamn internet.
On your card!
If you're in the cities.
I've got a feeling.
So that's the real plan. Escape to Japan for functional internet. What's it called? It's Legends and Lattes. It's by fucking me.
What now?
It's Travis something, I think. Yeah, Travis Baldtree. I'll put it in the chat. Burp. There you go. It's got an orc. It has a lady orc who's Viv, the protagonist, and we have tieflings at home, brand tiefling. If you don't play D&D, tieflings are the infernal kin, the part devil peoples. 33 holds. I never read in that book. That's up to you. Oh, wait a minute. My brain just clicked. There's 33 holds in fucking, what is it? Libby? Is that what your library app of choice? That's crazy that your fucking library even has it. Fucking, I don't think the library over here even does. I know that it's a pain in the ass whenever, because I've been trying to read the Discworld books, because everyone keeps telling me, like, oh, just, you keep, like, everyone's like, oh, Connor, you're reading classic fucking fantasy, go read every Terry Pratchett book. And I'm like, I don't have $15.99 times 56 for the number of fucking books there are in the Discworld fucking franchise. Like,
staying alive isn't a contest.
You know, it's just one of those things. I know that, like, people tell me in particular to read Guards, and I've heard that from like multiple sources. Like, even if I don't give a shit about the rest of Discworld, that like that's the book to get. But I want to read everything in order because I'm like that.
Not tired, are you?
Never mind, its ebooks were saved. Yeah, fucking. I think it launched as like a fucking Kindle exclusive. If I'm remembering right, maybe Tor books. But yeah, it's usually pretty cheap. Like, it's like $4.99 in its or less for its ebook format. And also, Travis Baldtree is a Audible narrator. I'm going into this like I'm fucking sponsored. Please, someone give me money. Goddamn. But no, I just really like this book. Travis Baldtree was a narrator for other fantasy books, and then he was like, hey, maybe I can take a crack at this. And then he did, and it's good. I actually prefer books, so it went for me. You prefer physical or ebooks? Because I understand the argument for both. I'm very much I love the feel of paper in my hand, and you know, the smell of paper in my hand kind of person. But I also have a very small living space, so I can't keep, like, no kidding, like all of the underbed space in my place is just boxes and boxes of books that I just don't have the room to shelve anymore.
If you are struggling, it would do you well to heal.
So yeah, I understand either way, because I have an extensive ebook library because I have poor financial decision-making skills, and also convenience. But yeah, it's a good one. But if you're going to get the ebook, depending on what your format is, I would say take a look at the audiobook as well. It's pretty good. I think Travis actually does it himself. We're just going to keep punching Baby Mothra until we level up.
What now?
Good. There we go. How are we looking for archetypes? So we're scratching level 19. With Knight. Okay, so we have that passive skill. We don't really need to lean into it too hard because I don't think we're gonna get to rank 20 unless we get extra stupid about it. Where's Stroll at? He's halfway. Okay, so another 500 or so experience, we'll get another one of those 1000 EXP bits. Does he have a nice voice? Because if not, he has a voice appropriate for the character that he wrote. Yeah, but no, I get you. You're back, Kaya, good. Hopefully your internet will chill. Hopefully my internet will chill. I just saw my fucking connection just went down to the bottomest of red. He's got a decent voice. I recently picked up another ebook because there's a bunch on sale because it's the fucking... It's Black Friday, and it's not the, you know, it's not an actual holiday, but it's the we need to make it to the black financially Friday, so people are putting on sales and just like, hey, give us money on everything, including Kindle books. So I got one recently, and it was like, oh, just add the audiobook for $1.99 more, and I'm like, okay, that works for when I'm doing like busy work. I did that for a lot of stuff last year while I was at work. Just like if I had like an hour or 2 long stretch where I wasn't doing anything that needed the most attention in the world, I would just have a single earpiece in, and I would be listening to audiobooks. Paperback, yeah, second in line. Good. Enjoy the paperback. It's a good one. But yeah, I got a book on sale recently, and I'm gonna go stroll through the Kindle store again today. But it was like, oh, get the audiobook for an extra $2, and I'm like, okay, fine. I was given a birthday gift card. I'll do that. What it did not tell me was that the audiobook was just a text-to-speech. Like, it's literally, like, they're charging money just for the fucking baseline assistant reader shit, and it's like, dude, like, I could pay the same amount to get a premium screen reader and just not give you money. What the fuck are you guys thinking about that being a legitimate business practice of just having, oh, yeah, we're definitely selling an audiobook. Oh, it's just a text-to-speech file. Like, fuck you. Give artists money. Give narrators their fucking due. It's an art all their own. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed about it, but I'm not letting that paint my opinion of the book that I got.
Alright, we did it!
I'm reading Apothecary Diaries, Raga, ReZero, and now this. Can't keep doing this. I mean, you know, when you get tired of reading one, you got something else to flip to. I do that a lot too, especially when it comes to like manga, and I find it more often when I'm listening to audiobooks, because I'll be listening to an audiobook, and then I'm like, I've got like 16 podcasts I need to catch up on that I'm like multiple weeks behind.
We are spotted.
And then I'll go a couple of days where I'm just like listening to podcasts doing busy work.
I knew you could do it.
And I'm like, I purchased this audiobook. I should probably finish it.
I knew you could do it.
I need to rebook school. It's been taking all the time. Yeah, man, that's the one downside of going back to school is that like all of my reading time has been dedicated to I have to read this for class shit, and less so I'm reading this for my own sake. Okay, remember the last episode of Emergency Intercomer?
Draw steel. We are spotted.
Fucking, what did I recently, on terms of podcasts, if you like the spooky stuff, I would wholeheartedly recommend the Magnus Archives. That shit is... but there's also the follow-up to the second series, the Magnus Protocol. Just finished its first season.
Victory is ours.
And I just went through it. It is a little, again, meandering in pace, but it's very good. Very good character-wise. It's reducing the number of enemies that it's giving me. It knows I'm trying to grind.
What now?
Where am I? Okay, so we need another 1400 XP to be level 20. I think just to get onto the same level as the boss would be probably a good place to start. Because that guy is a bit of a motherfucker.
Hey, good one.
If you saw the review for Magnus, yes, it's very good. And Protocol is also very good, but a very different flavor. I would heavily recommend, regardless of what the little disclaimer at the start of the podcast says, listen to all of the Magnus archives before starting the Magnus Protocol.
On your toes, everyone!
Sure, it's a separate thing and you can totally listen to it without it, but you will miss out on so much subtext. So much context is needed to really enjoy the Magnus Protocol to the extent that you can. It's a completely different show if you've listened to the first series. Because if you have not listened to the first series, it's like, man, what the this shit is creepy and weird, but like, what the fuck am I listening to? While people who have listened to the first thing are like, I'm freaking out because if this thing is this thing, then that thing is this thing, and then these things are connected, and the head explodes. Which is just my way of saying, consume media chronologically. It is always a good idea. I think of maybe one exception, but not consume media in order of release. I think some of those exceptions I was told are not things I would really recommend anyway. Like, I think it's much easier to consume any of the Fate series if you watch Fate Zero first, even though it's a prequel. But it's a prequel that establishes the context well enough that you can tolerate the rest of the archaic bullshit.
On your toes, everyone!
But I'm also not a Fate fan, so I can't really...
Staying alive isn't a contest. Heal if you need to.
Stroll, staying alive is a contest. That's why this is a video game. I gotta prove that I'm the best at punching mobs and goblins. No, but I wonder if I should be switching
What now?
to Seeker. Because it's all well and good that I'm getting levels in another archetype, but... Let's see. Ooh, right. That's the other reason to go to Seeker. Is that I can inherit two fucking skills. Gundam would be useful, but not with the amount of MP that I have. I think maybe just having more of the elemental coverage would be good. One Piece grind continues into the 300s. Good shit, Autumn. Fucking keep on it. So there was a time, I don't even remember why, but I was like, I think I was just sick for like a month. This was like years ago. And I was like, fuck it, I'll watch One Piece. And I watched the first 300 episodes of One Piece. And I got to like right after the end of the Alabasta arc, and I was like, man, what the fuck am I doing? And then like a couple years went by, and then I rewatched all of One Piece up to the Water 7 arc, and then I'm like, because before that I can't really say I liked One Piece. I kind of suffered from that part of that group of people who were like a little turned off by the early art style, which is why I think the earlier arcs of One Piece are getting a remake in the newer style. Autumn told you to stay away. I refute that claim. Do not stay away from One Piece. One Piece is fucking awesome. So you get to Water 7, and One Piece becomes the best shonen of all of them. Because it used to be like, oh man, what, like just early 2000s shonening it up, where it's like, oh man, Naruto's great and Bleach is great and One Piece is over here and it's wacky and I get it, but no. And then One Piece continued to be good and got better, but Naruto failed and then ended, and then Bleach got so bad and has more filler content than actual main story content in the last half of the anime that it got canceled before it could finish. And then yeah, you got 1,000 Year Blood War coming back now, and now it's good. But you got fucking like Tite Kubo like literally getting kicked out of the fucking Shonen Jump offices. Because he stopped caring about the fucking series like halfway through the assault on the Hollow Dimension. I don't even remember half of the shit. I used to be a real big Bleach mark. But yeah, that One Piece continued to be good. And then you keep hearing everybody say, oh man, One Piece is awesome. And then you look at the episode count and you're like, I'm never going to do that. Until you do. Because it goes by pretty fucking quick. And the inherent nature of One Piece is that there is no filler. Because it's all part of the same adventure. And it's like that, it's that little fucking magical thinking loophole that makes it work. Where Bleach had, and it's the contemporaries that were all introduced to me at the same time, which is why I'm even comparing them. I wouldn't, at this point, really even compare One Piece to Bleach or Naruto.
We've been spotted.
This One Piece has outlasted both of them for a reason. But Bleach just flopped because the creator stopped giving a fuck. And it became apparent in like the manga panels where it's like these, sure you have these character designs, but they all become kind of samey, and then none of the background art is as good.
A precautionary heal wouldn't hurt.
And sure, the story eventually gets better, but like literally the anime got canceled before we can get to that point.
They saw us! On your toes, everyone!
And Naruto became a victim of its own popularity, and kind of. Like, the narrative of Naruto is like, this is a story about how hard work and dedication will get you farther than any inherent talent, or, you know,
Just making sure.
familial connections. And it becomes a show about how everything is actually secretly, everyone's a reincarnation or a direct bloodline adherent to one, like, magical fucking space rabbit. So none of its themes lasted throughout its story, and then you got fucking Boruto, and Boruto just sucks.
A precautionary heal wouldn't hurt.
Like the fucking, it's just not as good. But then you have One Piece, and One Piece, like, presents itself in such a wackadoo fucking Saturday morning cartoon manner that it kind of inhabits its own space.
That was the last of them.
And that's a turnoff for some, and it was for me at first, but then I went back to it and it's like, if you read between the fucking lines of what's happening, the plot of the show is built up in such a way that, like, you're being, like, pellet fed, little teeny tidbits of world lore and character building and fucking character development. And because Luffy is such a fucking ignorant, like, he's such a happy-go-lucky protagonist that he doesn't really give a fuck about any of it. It's just like he has to maintain his own core values. Like, that's the whole point of the story. You get to use him not as like a point of self-reflection, but he is the animal that you are saddled on to go through the experience that is experiencing the rest of the One Piece world. Because his depth is that of a puddle, but it makes him like very pure in what he is as a character. You love Robin. Yeah, dude, fucking Robin and the Water 7 arc are what convinced me about One Piece being like the best shonen. It's just like, that is such amazing character writing. And it also goes to show, like, while you think, fucking Luffy's just this, like, brainless,
we'll be safe for a while.
Fucking joke character that just happens to be the protagonist. The Water 7 arc shows, like, his actual depth of character and, like, who he is and how, like, the depth of his care for his fucking comrades. Like, literally declares war on the world government to save this friend that was, like, a turncoat enemy that was, like, actively trying to kill him not 50 episodes earlier. And then you find out more about Robin. Robin's, like, this awesome fucking,
Staying alive isn't a contest.
What's the
heal if you need to.
word I'm looking for? Like,
What now?
like an archivist. And like she's around to give context to like this trickle down world lore. And you know, like even like every joke character in that fucking story gets character development. Fuck, like it might have taken until the 2-year gap, but even Usopp became a fucking badass. But yeah, it's just this collection of fucking people setting out into the world to achieve their dreams, and the world telling them no, but them fucking pushing forward and succeeding anyway. Like, the core of the story for One Piece is so much stronger than anything else in shonen then and now. Like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, takes the core of what it's trying to do from One Piece, and things that are inspired by One Piece that go a different route or have a different context, but ultimately, like, they owe whatever narrative success they have to the evolution of those themes. But yeah, you get to Water 7, and then you're like, okay, this is a show that I actually want to watch. And then you get to the Mermaid Island arc. There's some stuff that happens in between, but you get to the Mermaid Island arc. And then immediately afterward, there's a 2-year gap. And then you see the evolution of all these fucking joke characters and the world and all this shit. And then you hit,
How's that?
I forget the name of the arc ahead of it, but there's the fucking arc that introduces Don Flamenco Don Quixote, who is the best character. Mermaids mentioned. Kaya, there, you have a reason to continue watching / reading One Piece. The mermaids are an allegory for racism all along, don't worry about it.
Cautionary heel wouldn't hurt.
But no, like that arc actually gets like super deep, and it brings back another character that was kind of a joke villain and makes them, it doesn't bring them back specifically, it just brings back their ideology, and it gives depth to it.
Staying alive isn't a contest.
And it also gives more context to Luffy's whole personal ideology and dynamic, where he's just so accepting of people, and like you don't have the context of that until way later. But it's like, no, man, this character is like the one kernel of goodness in this fucking world, and you gotta let him be the king of the pirates because of it. One Piece has mermaids. Yes. I think they first show up pretty early, but they don't become... They have their whole own arc. And there are recurring characters, but the Mermaid Island arc is a good one. But yeah, I just finished the arc after they introduce Don Flamenco, Don Quixote, the best One Piece villain. And I've kind of hit a bit of a stopping point. I haven't had a lot of time to go back and do it, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I kind of got to rewatch the last like 6-7 episodes before going back in. I am like right up on the precipice of the Zoa arc, which apparently there's a couple more things before I'm up to date. Like another couple hundred episodes. But yeah, the one caveat I will say while recommending One Piece, I'll start when the break starts. That's as good a time as any.
Come on! If you are struggling,
the
doing
one
well to heal.
thing that I would mention as a caveat for the One Piece recommendation is that One Piece is a show that has kind of suffered from the format.
Stand ready.
Like the weekly episodes and weekly chapters of One Piece. Reading One Piece is a much better experience than watching One Piece. Because when you get to really big fight arcs,
Amazing! Great
like
moves back there.
things that are in canon taking place over the course of like 10 minutes or an hour that take like literally 40, 50 episodes because of all this shit happening. Especially Dressrosa is the name of the island where they finally Don Flamenco.
It would be okay if we made it this
Fucking
Probably.
Dressrosa is the best example of like the worst aspects of One Piece, because there is like an algorithm that you can break down to like, okay, this is like, this was the anniversary, so it had the anniversary introduction, which means that there's a 4-minute opener that is just the OP. Then you get to the catch up, like here's what happened on last episode thing, which takes up another 2 or 3 minutes. Then you get any new information for that episode, and then you have the obvious like send out to the next episode, and then you have the closer. So of a 23-minute episode, you get like 15 minutes of new information. And it's because they were stretching runtime because they were running out of source material. Like that was a point where they were catching real close to where
Aggressive as ever.
the manga was. So you have like this 30 episode stretch where you're getting like a third of the amount of new content per episode that you should be getting. And that sucks. Like that sucks to watch, that sucks to go through. It cheapens the experience when you're like, okay, when is the OP gonna end? Because it's like a 5-minute long OP, and when is the fucking the last time on gonna end, and when is new information being presented? Dude, the recap taking the whole fucking episode is legitimately, like, it becomes a fucking problem. I swear there's like 2 or 3 where there's like literally only 3 things that fucking happen. And like most of the episode is like, here is the part where we have 2 people, it's the Dragon Ball problem. We have 2 people staring at each other, like projecting what is going to happen without showing what actually is going to happen. And then the episode's fucking over. And then you go into the next episode, and the next episode's like, oh hey, it's the 20th anniversary fucking introduction, and the fucking opening is twice as long as it should be. I am gonna save in case anything happens.
Yep.
But I still think we should have level 20 before we go up against the thing. So that is the one caveat. When you get to, it's honestly mostly the large scale battle arcs, because there are multiple. Like right after the Water 7 arc is Whitebeard's War, which is a single battle that takes place in canon over 5 minutes, but there's so many fucking people interacting and so many like minor fights and major fights happening in that span of time that like it takes 48 fucking episodes. But yeah, like that's a scenario where it happens. Dressrosa is like the worst offender of that so far. I'm told that that's the worst it gets, but I gotta see.
Very impressive.
Okay, we got another hero leaf from Stroll. But like even with all these caveats in mind, I still on top of all that, I still recommend One Piece over so many other shows. It is an extremely long show, but it is worth it. Like it earned its worth in your time. You know. I don't really have any particular. Let's look at the archetype map because I'm 14 with Seeker. Okay, next level I get the medium level wind magic. I might just give him the XP candy.
New skills, new possibilities.
Although, fuck, level 20 with him is fucking Tetra Break. Which is a skill from the SMT and Persona games, which breaks an enemy's physical resistance. Which would be pretty fucking useful for this boss, but I am not going to grind out another 5 fucking archetype levels.
Alright, how's that? Skill. Push through!
Yeah, nice work!
Right there! Hey, good one.
But yeah, no, One Piece is great. And it's worth the time investment. Which for a show with over 1,000 episodes, I think is really saying something. And I say it like it's just over 1,000 episodes. It's 1,000 episodes and like 6 movies. Which are all dubiously canon.
Yeah, nice work!
I'll tell you, I can conclude lemonade does not solve headaches. Nah, sugar helps with migraines, but not as much as caffeine does. Drink water. Water helps with both of those things in a better way.
Amazing! Great.
Which, speaking of, I might need to, in a minute, go and grab a refill on my water, because I've hit cap, but we still got a little bit.
Let's push through!
All right, we did it!
Need to... Kayada, we need more people to follow so I can get enough things to activate channel points so that we can have a hydrate command.
Great
but
job!
yeah. What else has been a thing? I don't know. There's been a lot of cool stuff going on. Oh, so one of my classes recently was focusing on, make a burner account. I'm not gonna tell you to do that, and I'm not gonna acknowledge if that is very obviously Kaya 2.0, however, whatever.
Exemplary.
Officially, in any capacity, I cannot recommend or acknowledge doing that. I also can't stop you. But yeah, so one of my recent classes was focused on flash fiction. I'm doing a writing degree. And flash fiction are stories that take less than 1,000 words. And the core of the class was just building up, like,
exemplary,
squashing down Kai, I just said I couldn't officially acknowledge it. It doesn't mean I'm telling you no. But I'm not telling you no. But yeah, we've been doing flash fiction, which is stories that are sub 1,000 words. And it's just like getting the most important core components of what you're trying to do. Because you think, like, especially the old adage that a picture's worth 1,000 words, that 1,000 words is a lot. 1,000 words is not a fucking lot. Not when you're writing. Not when you're writing to be under a word count.
Let's push through. Very impressive.
Not when you're trying to tell a story and be verbose and pompous like I am. No, but I wrote. So I wrote my final assignment, and one of the last things that our professor wanted us to do was to submit to literary magazines. He made it so that it wasn't like mandatory, but you know, just heavily encouraged. So I said fuck it, and I did a little bit of editing, and I wrote to the Adelaide Literary Magazine, and you know, just did the standard like, hey, I'm submitting this, please thank you for consideration, all that. And I got word back last week that they're actually going to publish my short story. Which is cool. I mean, I'm not getting paid for it. And they have, like, first publication rights, so I've got, like, a period of time before I can push it online anywhere else, but it's cool that my thing is going to be on a website that was not just pure collusion, like some of the articles I've written going on my friend's website. This is just, like, a little fucking thing that I wrote, and I wrote it in a fucking night. It was fun. I didn't give myself the proper time, and I was still at work at that point, and I was doing a graveyard shift, so it was like, oh man, I'm gonna be wrecked tomorrow. I need to get this done tonight between 12 and 6 a.m. So I wrote it, and it came off like really choppy at first.
Feel the power coursing through me.
Where is it? 16, but her next thing's at 20, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I did a little revising, and I submitted it, and my professor was like, hey, this is really solid, but like, consider revising a little more. And I did, and then I was like, fuck it, might as well. And that actually turned out well for me.
How's that? Good one.
Not to be the eternal pessimist, but that doesn't usually work out. Things like that don't usually work out. I wrote a story for Taco Bell Quarterly, which is another literary magazine that is not owned by or affiliated with Taco Bell. And the only stipulation to write for Taco Bell Quarterly is that Taco Bell needs to be mentioned in your story somewhere. It could be fucking anything. It could be poetry. It could be like slam fiction. It could be a fucking horror story, which is what I wrote. But I made the Taco Bell aspect a little too central, and the story suffered for it.
Impressive as ever.
And the entire thing was like a setup for a joke, which didn't land with the editor.
Let's push through. Very impressive.
But you know, I've written a whole bunch of shit that has just been rejected. But to finally get a little teensy win on just, you know, it's not fucking award-winning work, but you know, it's something I wrote. It's nice. It's nice for things to work and be fine. It would be nicer if I got paid, but you know.
Come on! Hey, good one.
Baby steps. Oh, wait a minute, I missed it.
What now?
I don't know if if Streamlabs acknowledged it, but thank you for the follow, recently followed account. Welcome to the Cryptozoologist Corner. I'm Connor, the damn fine cryptid, and we're here playing Nightfall.
We did it!
But yeah, so I got a little story published, and it's nice.
skill.
I might post it in the Discord. Or I'll post the link to the magazine. Because they publish their articles online for free access, I think. I don't think they charge.
Push through.
It's definitely not the Times where you can look at a webpage for all of 5 seconds before they throw a pop-up saying, "Hey, you've hit your maximum number of free articles read. Would you like to support us?"
Well, I say
And you say, "No, Times, I don't want to give you money. You don't deserve it." I keep getting hit by that goblin. It is not a good time.
I knew you could do it.
On your guard.
But yeah, so, you know, small wins.
How's that? Push through.
It's like this mass murdering of goblins in this dungeon. It's not really doing much for us, but, you know, it's the little wins.
Come on.
I knew you could do it.
Although I have to check and see if Stream Elements is working at some point, because I didn't hear that fucking follow notification go through. I'm just looking at the activity feed and I'm like, minutes ago, what happened? Hello? Yes, guy, thank you for being extremely friendly to our new follower. 1 down, 30 to go. Let's see. We're still 19, but I think now is a good time to try going for the boss in here.
Yep.
I think Seeker has enough healing capability that we can go in without getting our asses kicked it too hard. Let's try it.
All right.
I thought you should change the chat timer, not that I know anything about it or anything. Oh shit, is there a chat timer? Fuck. Okay, I will affect that as soon as I can. In fact, let's just take a minute and load up Twitch real quick, because I'm dropping a billion frames anyway. Let's go to the control panel, since the control panel on mobile is Garbo. Where the fuck is the timer on that? Settings, stream. There's a channel. Yep, that's for MBA requests. Okay, well I changed followers only mode, but I don't think my chat's even in followers only. Sorry for the lack of progression, guys. First time chatter. What is this game? This is Metaphor re Fantasio. It is a wonderful JRPG made by the devs behind Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. It's cool. It plays on fantasy archetypes in that Persona and JoJo kind of way, where you have magical ghosts exemplifying particular fantasy ideals. Did I enable followers only in this? I need to affect these. I need to change this. Appearances. Oop. Undo. Shit. Sorry, I just borked something. Give me a second. There we go. We got that back there. That's there. Game and audio capture are still correct. Okay.
Watch out!
Okay, so we're gonna murder this Minotaur.
Are you prepared? No, not this.
They're weak to piercing attacks. Hit them all in one fell
Right, that
swoop.
was the one that we got. I forget if he was weak to fire. He's not. He's resistant to fire, which means I should have switched.
Let's go.
Wind. How is he to wind? Okay, he's not
Is that
terrible.
for all that we strive for? Come!
We still don't have a basic physical attack
Not
with
now.
Knight. I guess that's not something we're gonna get.
There!
Hulkenberg got them
I
right
can't
in the
afford to
weak
hold
spot.
back.
Okay, so let's go in.
I call upon royal power within.
Let's have Stroll
Scared,
take
are you?
this. So he does Knight's Proclamation. He's still Warrior, but Knight's Proclamation will block the attacks.
Oh,
We
please.
should have switched him to Knight for this fight.
Vitus power. Scour.
With blade in hand!
Right, we got Jump Thrust because we have Warrior and Knight in the same party.
I'm counting on you.
So yeah, the game uses, for everybody, the game uses the same kind of press turn system from Shin Megami Tensei, if you're not familiar with that. You can see the little crystals in the upper corner that determines the number of turns that we
Let's
have
make an end of it.
before the end of our go. And if we do critical hits or if we exploit weaknesses, we get more turns. But if we fuck up and if we hit things that the enemy is resistant to, or blocks, or absorbs, then we lose turns. It gets a little mean, honestly.
Let me rethink this.
Let's have Stroll
This should work.
heal himself.
I will. Let's go.
That way we can keep focusing.
Wind!
Because this is a DPS race at this point. And our damage output is way higher than it used to be. So we've already got him to half health, but he is not to be fucking trifled with, from the look of it.
Join with me!
Coordination is
We
key.
just need to keep exploiting the weakness.
My power!
Just burn through all of our MP in the day.
Hulkenberg got them right in the
I
weak
shall
spot.
fight. I shall vanquish evil. Not now. You first.
And if we do
Let's
things like
take command.
pass, it only takes up one of our half-turn crystals as opposed to the full-turn crystal.
I won't hold back. Scour. Still here?
By
More
the sworn
wind.
oath of... Come! Not this. Behold! We stand together!
Right, we don't. So the synthesis
Join
attacks, the
with me.
team-up attacks require multiple turn crystals to be able to do things.
Not
but
this skill.
We used too many of them, so
I see you!
standard melee.
Ah!
But Hulkenberg got
Now,
a crit in
what's the
anyway.
play? Let's do this. No holding back.
Let's
What's the matter?
Knight's Proclamation one more time. So we could potentially knock him out before he does that attack. Right. Shit, we didn't even need to do anything too crazy. Well, I wasn't expecting that to go as well as it did. Brute Sword.
That's
horn is huge. Bloody awful to imagine being gored by it. Ugh. Really? Y'all seem pretty put together during the fight.
No.
Now that thing was tougher than we anticipated. If we'd let up even a little, we may well have been defeated.
Huh?
Even Hulkenberg was sweating it? What do you think? It was a close one.
I don't know.
That sense of humility will serve us well. Arrogance dulls the blade, after all. What is a win? All that's left is to take it back to the Igniter shop. Let's explore a little
Say,
bit. There might be secret stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna... What up, Autumn?
I see.
Everything in moderation. You regret letting a little curiosity exhaust us in a place like this. Okay, so no secrets, just empty-ass room. But we can fight our way out and get a couple more experience points and call it. Or not call it. We can still do a little more today. But we can, it's a day in game. But we're gonna go from one dungeon to another, because our only other thing that I'm aware of is to go into the desert and kill another mini-boss. So, do you prefer berries or melons? It depends on the context. I enjoy...
I knew you could do it.
You know what? I'm a variety person. It depends on the context. Everything's got the right context.
Very impressive.
Let's push through!
Yeah, nice work.
Alright, how's that?
Very impressive.
Impressive as ever.
Let's see. Are we close to
What now?
levels? Back to main page. Well, new follower Chan, your presence was appreciated. We're pretty close to level 20. I don't think we need to grind here. If we need to continue to grind, we'll do so in the other fetch quest, but
Avoid this fight.
now would probably be a good time to switch Stroll to a different class or a different archetype. Because he's already level max warrior.
Hey, good one.
His level max warrior
All right, we did it.
is netting us those 1,000 XP items. And I think those still are giving more XP than it costs for him to level up, so it is just a net benefit to have him maintain. Oh, hey, Kevin. Yeah, maybe next time around you'll catch our new friend. Also didn't mean to turn followers only on. Brandon, if you're still present somehow, or can hear me, if you can turn off follower only mode, because I don't want to reopen Chrome. It eats way too much of my RAM. As my favorite Motion City song states, Kaya, it's not a matter of time, it's just a matter of timing. Bad didn't have anything to do with it. But yeah, so we fucking burned through that boss like nothing.
Alright, how's that?
Which was kind of crazy. So baseline with the DPS leveling up
That was
a couple
brilliant.
of levels, because I think we were like what, level 14 last time we were here. Yeah, I think we probably could have handled that fight even without all the other shit, but, you know, progress is progress.
That
All
was the
good
last
things.
one.
Come on!
Very impressive.
And we must murder all the monsters on the way up.
See ya.
push through.
Impressive as ever.
So the Game Awards, are coming up, and I know that amongst a couple of choices that are bizarre, that Metalcore is for best music, and if it does not win, I am gonna be a little annoyed because goddamn, the fucking soundtrack and the visual design of this game are absolute peak. But the Game Awards are bullshit. They like literally fucking just added a new rule that allowed DLC to be nominated for Game of the Year, so that Elden Ring's DLC could be on the list.
So,
So it's a little dubious, but I don't know. Just keep forgetting that beyond. Yo, Brandon, can you turn follower only mode on? I accidentally turn follower only mode off. I accidentally turned it on. And I don't want to limit anybody who's new.
Okay then.
I also don't want to open Chrome because I've already dropped 725,000 frames, apparently. I don't know if that's accurate. The idea scares me.
All right.
It wasn't easy, but the Gaptaros lies defeated, and we have the proof, exactly as the woman from the Igniter shop asked us. Once we show it to her and complete our request, we'll finally be able to shop at the members-only Igniter shop. I'm glad Metaphor got nominated for Game of the Year, but Elden Ring DLC should not have been in contention. I agree. I think that there should be a category for DLC. There should be a separate award for it. There's literally no fucking reason for there not to be. There's a category for best ongoing game. And what they mean by best ongoing game is best live service game, because so many people are grossed out by the idea of the term live service that they retitled the goddamn fucking they retitled the award. So why not just add an award for DLC, man? It can win its own fucking award. Like the DLC, sure, the DLC for Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, is large enough to be its own game and is larger than some games that are on the fucking Game of the Year consideration list. But it's just like, dog, there's other games that could be on there. Like Silent Hill 2, the remake, as much as I personally have like gripes with Bloober Team, I acknowledge that it wasn't bad. The game deserved to be on the Game of the Year list because they didn't fuck it up. And, like, what the fuck else is on there? Fucking Astrobot? I know Astrobot was, like, this love letter to Sony games and games that people think are Sony games but aren't technically owned by Sony. But why the fuck is that on there? And I know Belatro's, like, its own form of addictive substance, but, like, come on.
So,
Now then.
You can nominate more than 6 games. There's a fuck ton of games this year and last year, but this year, because it's this year's awards. Relax with my friends, all of us sharing a brief moment of peace.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Silent Hill remake should have gotten the Game of the Year spot. I mean, so I get why it didn't. I've heard all the good things about it. I've heard some other questionable things about it. I have my own opinions. I haven't actually fucking played the game yet, so I can't really say. Astrobot was obvious. Dog, that shit flew past me. I did not know what the fuck was up with Astrobot. I know it was just a matter of timing and being where you were. But like, it's the game. I know that it's the game that Sony needed. Belatro for me should not be there either. Like, I didn't jump onto the Belatro bandwagon, man, but I've heard from people that, like, Belatro is, like, dangerous levels of fucking addictive. I don't know, I think the actual cards aspect of it is the only reason that I didn't hop in. Fuck, my internet is eating shit right now. Hopefully the still frame will help. Let's just switch back over to the splash screen, because I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom in a minute. But I wanted to finish the thought. Silent Hill 2, I've got problems with the fact that it like the remake exists in the way it does. There's things that are done in that remake that are also, I don't know if it's just me, but your stream is choppy. Dude, fucking I don't know what the fuck is going on, but my internet is eating shit right now. And it's crazy because I go over to my fucking router control and I'm not seeing any fucking problems on this end. So I think it might just be Twitch. Is it just audio or is it just video? Yeah, like my upload's a little limited right now. It's only 12, it should be 30, but fucking like the actual stream is barely hitting 9,000 kilobits per second, according to OBS. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. We have dropped 750,000 frames. Which, what the fuck? But yeah, you know what? Let me hit the BRB real quick. I'm gonna head to the restroom, grab water, and hopefully whatever internet spike is happening will calm the fuck down. I'll be right back.